Welcome to the Data Hub Explorer video tutorial from MarkLogic University. So what is Data Hub Explorer? Data Hub Explorer is a read-only web application that allows users to explore and validate a MarkLogic Data Hub through the MarkLogic Data Hub service on Microsoft Azure platform and coming soon on AWS as well. Data Hub Explorer has a front user interface that runs in a web browser. The user interface calls REST APIs, which communicate with MarkLogic Data Hub service final database. Why is Data Hub Explorer important? After data is harmonized in MarkLogic Data Hub service, users want to see the results. Data Hub Explorer is the first MarkLogic tool that offers a simple point-and-click interface for data exploration. The purpose of Data Hub Explorer is to allow users to validate the harmonized data, assess data quality issues, and more generally, explore the harmonized data before building downstream APIs and tools. Data Hub Explorer is meant for multiple user profiles. The data architect, who needs to explore business data and its relationships. The data analyst, who needs to explore curated data before accessing it via business intelligence tools. And the data scientist, who needs to explore curated data to build training datasets. Which MarkLogic roles can access Data Hub Explorer? By default, Flow Developer role and Flow Operator role have full access to Data Hub Explorer. These roles are the Data Hub builders and executors. For restricted access to Data Hub Explorer, a new role has been defined called Data Hub Explorer Architect. This role is meant for business users who should only be allowed to view entities. In other words, document types, definitions, but not the actual data itself. And now it's time to use Data Hub Explorer in hands-on based on the Data Hub created in our Data Hub Quick Start written tutorial available at this URL. Let's describe the context of the upcoming hands-on. Sunrise Insurance is building a data hub to deliver a complete view of their customers across all policy types. A data service is being built to power an application for call center users to be able to deliver more effective customer support. The data service should allow call center operators to search customer data and return a complete view of a customer so that they can provide the customer with support. And only the last 2 digits of the customer PIN number should be viewed so that they can validate customer identity over the phone and adhere to data privacy and compliance regulations. The Data Hub process that loads and transforms customer data into the Data Hub includes data mastering curation steps where rules have been configured to automatically discover duplicate customer data and merge it. After the first Data Hub process iteration has taken place, our Sunrise data analyst needs to validate that the data has been loaded and analyze the data mastering step output to identify any data quality issues. Did the data ingested contain any duplicate entries? And what are the possible sources of these duplicate entries? To follow along, you will need to run Data Hub service on Azure. It will be available soon on AWS as well. Make sure you are running the appropriate version of Data Hub, version 5.2 or later. Complete the Data Hub Quick Start written tutorial in order to get harmonized data to explore. And finally, log in to Data Hub Explorer on port 8020. To start Data Hub Explorer, access your Data Hub service and open a new browser to navigate to port 8020. And enter your login information. We have one entity type, which is customer, and 202 documents of type customer are currently in the Sunrise Data Hub final database. We can expand the customer entity to view its properties. Note that there is an element range index on the property's postal code and last update. Now let's explore the data and click Browse Documents. Notice the paginated view of the 202 documents. We can filter the documents by entity by selecting a specific entity. This is useful if you have many entities. Selecting a specific entity also automatically creates facets based on the range indexes of that entity. Here, postal code and last update. Available to us are also the hub properties created on, collection, flow, and step. We can look for documents created on specific date or during a specific date range. Using the more general search bar, we can also look for specific words in the data, for example, home. Now let's see if some of our data contain any duplicates that were merged. We can get this info by filtering on the hub property that mentions the collection SM customer merged. We get 2 documents. Brit McLaren, and the other customer is Barbie Gates. For the first document, let's expand the policy type. And we can see that this document resulted from the merge of 2 different policy types, home and auto, for the same customer. Now let's expand the second document. We don't have much info that would tell us why this document is a golden copy, why it resulted from a merge of multiple documents. Let's look for Gates. And this is an auto policy. Let's make sure that we undo any collection selection. So Gates gets us 3 documents. 1, which is the golden copy, and 2, which were the original documents. So let's view these documents. And we see that we have 2 documents which are duplicates. The difference is the given name, Barbara in one of them and Barbie in the other. Deepen your Data Hub Explorer knowledge with the product documentation available at this address: docs.marklogic.com/5.2-explorer/index.html, and get more training by visiting marklogic.com/learn.